Hello everyone and welcome back. This is The Average Gamer, and in today's video I am doing something completely different. I am going to be giving a little bit of a brief description of the apps that I use to make my videos, because I do everything on my phone. I don't put it on a computer and do what I could. I'm just too lazy. It's just easier this way. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this, was two reasons why I'm doing this. First, I've been asked about the apps that I use, so I decided why not. Secondly, I can't seem to play Guns of Boom. It is 100% unplayable, has been since last Thursday. I've uninstalled the game, reinstalled it, and then yesterday I put a support ticket in. We'll see what they say. And to give you a brief description of what happens, basically, I can go out and all of a sudden my gun starts shooting, obviously because there's someone in front of me because I have auto fire on, but I don't see anyone. It's like I'm shooting a ghost. And other times I just like skip around, like so my movements are stuttered, or sometimes I am in one spot and then I completely jump to the next spot. It's super weird. Does it on no matter what internet I'm on, my Wi-Fi, my home internet. I've got to a friend's place, my parents' place, 3G, 4G, all that stuff. I've tried everything. I can't get it to work. And it's only been since Thursday night. So I don't know what's going on. I try every day and it's the same thing nonstop. So I just can't get a video recorded. So I figured, well, it's about time to do this because I've been asked this a few times, even before I took my little break from YouTube and Guns of Boom. So might as well get this out of the way now. We're going to start in order, kind of what I do to get my videos going. So the first thing, obviously, is the recorder, and I love using Mobizen. Mobizen is a great app. You can remove the watermark from it without paying for the app. You can just, at least I did. I don't know if they're still doing it. When I started using Mobizen, basically you share the video a couple times of their service, or share their app or something on like Twitter and Facebook. And I think if you watch a couple videos, eventually once you've done like 2 or 3 things, the watermark's removed. I don't know if it's still like that though, because I've been using it for so long. So I like that. Now, there is ads in the app, but I only use the app to record. So usually the first time I open it, an ad will pop up and I'll just close it out. And then when I'm done recording and go in, it'll pop up saying there's an ad and I just close it out. Doesn't bother me at all. Because it does have a built-in editor and stuff. Like you can do all kinds of stuff in Mobizen. I don't use any of those features, so the ads just don't bother me. So once I'm done recording, I then jump in and use KineMaster. Now there's all kinds of editors, just like there's all kinds of recorders out there, but KineMaster is amazing. It's full of features, including the free one. Now I have the paid version. I did pay for mine, just because it unlocks a few extra things that I like to use. Now I can give you a little hint that you didn't hear it from me. You can download the APK file for the full version. Do a little Googling, do a little research, you'll find it. But I want everyone to keep in mind that depending on your device, you will not be able to use all of those extra features. One of those features is adding multiple video layers. Your phone has to have a certain GPU and CPU, and also I think it may even have to have a certain amount of memory as well, possibly even have to require 3 gigs of memory, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, but it does have some great features if you have the full version of it. But the free version will do everything for you. But the problem with the free version, like a lot of things, a lot of editing apps, you'll have a watermark on there. So I didn't like the watermark, so I had to get rid of it. But yeah, so I use that. Now I'm not going to click on KineMaster because it's going to flip it into landscape mode and mess everything up. But that's what I use. Once I've done my editing inside KineMaster, I will save it, export it, then I'll go into the YouTube app and upload it to the channel. Now, while the video is uploading, I start making the thumbnail. There's 2 apps you can use for the thumbnail. One of them is Photoshop Touch, as you can see on the screen, PS Touch. And then the other one is Thumbnail Maker. Now, Thumbnail Maker is amazing. It makes good but simple thumbnails that will get people's attention. That's the whole point of thumbnails. You want people, when they see the video, you want to pull them in with the thumbnail. And it's amazing. It's very simple, and you can actually do a thumbnail in like 10 minutes or less. Photoshop Touch is basically, it's Adobe Photoshop for your mobile phone. It has a ton of features, and you can make some pretty fancy ones. And actually, the thumbnails that you make with Photoshop Touch will look just as if you made it with Adobe Photoshop on your computer. Has all this, well, not all, but many of the same features, allowing you to do all kinds of blending and layers and blurring and all kinds of stuff. But it takes a lot more to get used to, and takes a little bit longer to do the thumbnail. I do use it. I have used it for some of my thumbnails, but 99% of the time I use Thumbnail Maker. But what I usually do, I plan out what I'm going to make for the thumbnail. So I pick my background. So I go into, now I will click on the Thumbnail Maker. So I go into the Thumbnail Maker and I will put a background on. It's very, very easy to use. So you can either change the color of your background. They've got pre-built ones here, or you can download and add your own. So you can go to Photos, Gallery. You can do some filters and blends and stuff like that, making your background whatever you want to make it. Okay. Once you've picked your background, whether it's something you've downloaded off Google or whatever, you just pick a basic one, or you decide just to change colors around. Whatever you want to do with your background, that's your basis. This is what you start off with. Then what I do is I will go in and make some pictures and some text to put on the background. Now, as you've seen in the Thumbnail Maker, there is an option to put your own text in there, but it's not as customizable. The options are pretty limited as to what you can do with the text. So I make my own text in Pixel Lab. So I'll click on Pixel Lab. And I'm not doing, by the way, guys, I'm not doing any detailed like tutorials. If you want to see me make a thumbnail with Thumbnail Maker and do some text and then do an image cropping, like take the background out of an image and actually make a full thumbnail, let me know. Comment in the comment section and like the video as well. And I'll do a video showing that, and I'll also do one showing you how I edit them in KineMaster if you want as well. Just let me know again in the comment section. But again, I'm not going to get in details because the video will be too long. But in here, there's options you'll go through. You'll put your text in, and then you go through with the options, and you pick your options that you want. There's all kinds of different options. You want to make sure it's transparent, like so. That way it doesn't have a background to it. So when you put your text in and you save it as a PNG file, it'll come out transparent, so it's just the text. There's no background, so it won't, cover your current background in the Thumbnail Maker. So the first thing you'll do, and again, I'm not going to get into any more of it, is you got to go over and change it to transparent. But anyways, I can do a tutorial if you want on using it. It's very, very easy to do. So once I've made my text and I've decided, got it all saved, then I go into the erasing tool. And the erasing tool, basically, it's a background eraser, as you can see. So you load a photo, and then say you take it, say it's Guns of Boom, for instance, and you want to put your character on the background. So you take a screenshot of your character in game, you load it in here, and this allows you to erase the background and leave just your character, and then you can save it as a transparent PNG. So that way you can add that game character onto your background. So depending on the background that you're removing, it can be a little bit tricky, but I can show you if you want to see a video again. Just let me know, okay? So once you've removed the background from your images or your character or whatever you want to do, then you go back into the Thumbnail Maker and you just add them in, and then you just play around with it. You make it look whatever way you want to look. So you can go in there and move the text around. You can twist them and turn them and angle them whatever way you want, flip them backwards, whatever you want to do, and then that's it. Then once I've done the thumbnail, the video is finished uploading, I go into the YouTube Studio, as you can see right here, and then I go in and I edit all the information to the video that just was you finished uploading, and you add the thumbnail there, your title, your description, just make sure it's all looking the way you want it to on YouTube, and then you just hit save and it'll look the way you want it. That's pretty much it. It's very, very easy. There are other options out there. Legend makes you, I'm not going to get details. The Legend app, as you can see here, that's good for making intros. That's what it's designed for. MP3 cutter, if you want to take some MP3s and cut some pieces out of MP3s off of websites and so on, so you can put them into your video. ToolWiz Photos is amazing, but it's very complicated. And the only reason why I use ToolWiz Photos is because I was using it to remove the background from character, like screenshots and stuff. But the eraser tool is much easier. So I just started using the eraser tool instead. And then I started using Storyboard. Storyboard is really neat. It's a Google service. And again, this is all just for Android. I don't know if I said that or not. I don't know what these are going to be like for if you have an iPhone. This is an Android tutorial or whatever you want to call it. But Storyboard is a Google service, and you upload a video into Storyboard, and it turns it into a comic. It actually turns it into a comic. And that's how, I'll go into the YouTube studio for a second. That's how I got this video here. That's how I got this video right here. See the comic in the background on the thumbnail? That is how I did that with that comic book thing. So it's pretty neat. Now you can also download transparent PNGs, like that emoji that was on there. You can go on Google and just say Google thumbs up emoji PNG, and then you can just download the transparent versions of them, and you don't have to do the eraser thing. Same with Guns of Boom. You can sometimes you can find on Google Images, you Google, you know, Guns of Boom character PNG, and you'll find some characters that already have the backgrounds removed. It saves you doing the work. However, I usually like to put my own characters on them, on my actual character that was in that video, whatever account I was playing, on my thumbnail. But that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. I don't want to ramble on anymore. Again, a couple recaps. This is for Android, not for iPhone. And there's no tutorials in here. I was just highlighting the apps, just showing you on the screen what I use. Very boring, I know. But if you want to see a tutorial on how to use KineMaster, Pixel Lab, Eraser, or Thumbnail Maker, I will do some videos highlighting those. Just leave a comment in the section below, in the comment section below, and I will do it. Again, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and also hit the like button. Got to do that. And again, comment on anything you'd like to see, and I will take it into consideration. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.